Have you ever noticed that you can spend 8 hours in bed, perfectly still, and yet wake up feeling as though you've just finished a long-distance race? You've done everything right. The room was dark. The phone was away. You followed the instructions for a good night's rest. But as you sit on the edge of the bed, the weight in your limbs tells a different story. It's a strange modern exhaustion, a tiredness that sleep can't seem to reach. Meet Elias. Elias was a man who took his recovery seriously. He had the ergonomic pillow, the linen sheets, and a cooling mattress that promised the sleep of the gods. Each night, he would lie down and close his eyes. Physically, he was stationary, but inside, the engine was still running. While his body was tucked under the duvet, his mind was still at the office, still in that tense conversation from 3 days ago, and already halfway into next Tuesday's presentation. One Tuesday morning, Elias sat in his kitchen, staring at a glass of water. He felt a dull ache behind his eyes. He realized then that he wasn't just waking up tired, he was waking up prepared. Prepared for conflict, prepared for noise, prepared to be behind. He had spent the entire night in a state of high alert, his mind pacing the corridors of his life like a night watchman who refused to go off duty. He looked at the glass of water. It was perfectly still. He realized that if he were to hold that glass for a minute, it would be easy. If he held it for an hour, his arm would ache. If he held it all day, his arm would go numb and eventually fail. The weight of the glass never changes, but the longer you hold it, the heavier it feels. Elias saw that he had been holding his entire life in his hands while he tried to sleep. He was trying to rest his body while his mind was still carrying the heavy luggage of his responsibilities. He had forgotten how to put the glass down. Perhaps you feel like Elias. We live in a world that demands we stay on. Even when the lights are out, our internal status remains active. We think that by worrying about tomorrow, we are getting a head start. But you cannot walk into tomorrow if you haven't fully left today. Think about the last time you truly felt still. Not just quiet, but still. There is a difference between silence and the absence of noise. Silence is often full of the things we haven't said and the tasks we haven't finished. True stillness is the permission to be exactly where you are, without an agenda. Elias began a small practice. Before his head hit the pillow, he would sit on the floor for just a few minutes. He would listen to the house. He would listen to the distant hum of traffic or the wind against the window. He didn't try to clear his mind. That's just another task. Instead, he simply acknowledged the luggage. He would say to himself, "I am putting the bags by the door. They will be there in the morning. I do not need to carry them into the dark." Rest isn't something that happens to you. It's something you invite. It is the act of unclenching, not just your jaw or your shoulders, but your grip on the future. Tonight, when you lie down, try to notice where you are holding the glass. Are you holding on to a deadline, a regret, a fear of being forgotten? Imagine setting that glass on a table. It isn't going anywhere. It will be there when you wake up. But for these few hours, your hands are empty. You are allowed to be unavailable, even to yourself. You're allowed to let the world spin without your permission for a while. Sleep is a physical act, but rest is a mental surrender. Close your eyes. Listen to your breath. The day is over. You have done enough. Now, let the weight go. The morning will wait. For now, there is only the quiet and the wonderful, simple reality that you are here and you are allowed to stop.